Greetings, everyone. This is Cameron Foose from thetechnicaltrader.net. It is Sunday, January 13th, 2008. Today we're going to be looking at a couple stocks on the watch list from Friday the 11th. We'll start out with Seed, Origin Agritech, ticker symbol SEED. This stock's got a really nice looking chart. As you can see, it broke this little resistance area right here on this big spike in volume. Made a nice little consolidation pattern. Then Friday had another increase in volume. 7.7 million shares, went up 23%. Technically looking at this stock chart, it looks like it can make a run up in this resistance area around $13 to $15 per share. I looked at the fundamentals. Nothing really there that was too interesting before I make any trade. It's usually not just based on technicals. I gotta have some kind of fundamental reason or a speculative product that I believe in. This stock we didn't really have neither from the brief analysis I did it looking at Yahoo Finance, but technically this looks like a good stock, so keep it on the watch list. Next we're looking at CPHD. This is another bullish looking stock chart. Maybe this had a little ascending triangle breakout pattern here on this nice little increase in volume. Friday had a really nice spike in volume with another 4.51% rally. Looked at the fundamentals. It's not very undervalued at this point. Forward earnings don't really forecast it much higher than here, so I'll probably just keep this on the watch list and see how it goes. Next we're looking at SEPR. This stock looked really attractive to me. It's got a nice looking stock chart. Made this breakout from this descending resistance point above the 50 and 13 moving averages. It looks like it could run up here around to 36.90 to fill in this gap here. The fundamentals look good. This could be a possibility for a trade for Monday. We'll keep that on the watch list, and I might write something about that later tonight. Next we'll look at VPHM. This stock has another bullish looking stock chart. Member Laonda or Oliver recommended this the other day on this breakout. Made a nice little rally the other day, and then Friday it went up another 6.18%. So I don't know. I've never really liked this stock for some reason. I've always stayed away from it, but technically it looks like it'd be making a good run up. So thanks Oliver to bringing that to our attention. Next we're looking at HIMX, Himax Technologies. This stock made a really nice breakout here. As we can see, it made a 13% run. They announced a partnership with 3M for some new mobile projection technology. It's deeply undervalued within its industry, so the fundamentals look good. It's got a nice looking stock chart. This could be a trade coming up here soon, maybe to buy on around the midpoint of this candle, maybe around 460. So we'll be taking a look at that later. Next is TITN, Titan Machinery. This is new, recent IPO that came out in December. I really like this stock chart here, breaking out to new record highs, coming on here with increased volume. Looking at the fundamentals, looked like they were pretty solid. I haven't ran that deep within them and did an industry analysis or anything yet, but this is definitely something to keep on the watch list as this stock chart's moving up strong. Broke out to brand new highs today on increased volume, so I'll be taking a look more at that later. Next is Hill, HILL. This is another great looking stock chart. As you can see, broke out of this descending channel on an increased volume. I think I remember looking at the fundamentals of this stock, and it looked pretty solid. So it's definitely something to keep on the watch list, and I'll take a look at more of that later. Alright, now we're looking at some bulletin board stocks. Nothing really too interesting. These are some bullish stock charts right here, so it's just a really nice trend. A little overextended, not something I'm too interested in at this point. BSRC. This is a solar stock that's been making a really strong run from around 30 cents per share. Now it's up at 125. So now just like the same last chart, it's really overextended. Volume increasing though, looks really bullish. I don't remember seeing anything too interesting on the fundamental side. It's just running because it's in the solar industry and the solar's been hot. So we'll keep that on the watch list, maybe for consolidation on a buy later. GSPG. It's a really small penny stock, only 1.3 cents, or yeah, 1.3 cents per share. It's got a really nice stock chart. Probably not something I'm interested in just because it's so small. But I mean, maybe could pull out a lot of percentage points if you're lucky. So, all right, now let's look at some day trade opportunities. First, we'll start out with USNA. Friday it made a 39% rally on increased volume, which was a big run. Usually the big runs become big profits. There's a nice resistance level right on this 49 level. So I mean, with a huge run, you're expecting profits to be taken also, as well as this resistance area. We could expect that people are going to be taking profits this week. Looking at the 60-minute chart, made a big rally right at the last hour, right around this 50 level. It's the peak resistance here, and so looks like there could be some profits being taken soon. So let's keep that on the watch list for a day trade. Next is ILMN. This has actually got a really nice looking bullish chart here. This nice uptrend broke out from this consolidation pattern right here on this gap up. But with this gap up becomes an opportunity for a day trade. So let's look at the intraday chart. Coming up on the 13 EMA here. I mean, if it breaks this, I think it could easily come down and fill this gap here, possibly. Maybe not come all the way down, but break down this chart, and it definitely looks like maybe break right below here. Let's see what this level is. Around 69.51, which would be a break this horizontal resistance level as well as a 13 EMA. I think that would trigger a short on a day trade. So let's keep that on the watch list. Next is VRES. This is one that I recommended the other day on a breakdown. It still hasn't come about yet. Let's say breakdown at 24.50. I think this would be a good day trade. The stock made a huge run up here, as high as almost $33 per share. Now it's kind of consolidating in a flat pattern right here. It's below, or let's see, it barely just broke the 13 EMA right now, so it's in a bullish trend at this point. But I think a breakdown of this 24.50 level, and it could come right around to this 50 EMA or $20 per share, which would be a good opportunity for a day trade. Now we're going to look at some bearish stock charts on the short side. This is Procter & Gamble. As you can see, it broke through the 50 and 13 EMAs here. About to make a cross, or it actually did make a cross here with the 13 EMA. And the 50 down 3.17%. The trend looks like it's been broken here. Not something I'm too interested on the short side. Not very volatile. But I think it could make a possible run maybe down to $68 per share. Take out 2 points, which would be nice if you're working with a large position. But that's probably just something I'll be keeping on the watch list. Let's look at BWA. BWA looks pretty nice. Broke this little pennant pattern here, as we can see. Pointing this out on decent volume. Looks like it could make a run down to around 37.50. It looks decent. Not something I'm too interested in. I'm really not that big a fan of swing trading on the short side. More of a day trader on the short side. So, but this looks like it could be an opportunity for a nice trade down to around 37.50. Let's take a look at Best Buy, ticker symbol BBY. This stock had another breakdown today, or on Friday, around $45 per share. Next resistance or support level is right around $42 per share. Could make about 2-point gain on that on the short side. Not something, again, just not really something I'm interested, but it definitely could make you some money if you're working with a large position. Next, we'll take a look at CBE. This had a solid breakdown on Friday, around $46 per share or $47 per share. At this horizontal resistance level, as we can see, it tested and then tested again, and then it finally broke down on Friday with that huge move in the Dow. So that's it for the watch list today. Let's hope for a good week in the markets, and good luck, guys. Thanks.